Ohio Benefit Bank Academy has been an amazing experience. One of my favorite things about it is being able to come together and meet with other people across the state and learn about their organizations and some of the hurdles that they have faced.
I would say the best part about being in OBB Academy is coming to Columbus once a month and meeting with the other organizations that are very full-heartedly with OBB as well. You know, we all have big hearts and we all try to help as many people as we can, and so it is kind of nice to have us all in one room and we kind of get to share ideas with people.
My favorite part of the Ohio Benefit Bank Leadership Academy has been the relationships, meeting so many wonderful people from across the state of Ohio who are doing some awesome things. The input, the camaraderie, and learn from what the others are doing in their counties, and how can we do that here in this county if we're not doing what they're doing. Finding about different programs that they have in their county, how do we bring those to our county, what's unique about what they're doing, and you know, would it work here? So all those kind of things that I would never found out about.
I mean, the OBB conferences are nice, just seeing, you know, the large amount of OBB in Ohio, but it's kind of hard to try to get to talk to everybody, and usually you're sitting, you know, by region, and you kind of already know those sites by your region. So this was kind of nice because we are from all over Ohio to try to get together and just you know, come together with a bunch of ideas to try to help not only our organizations but to help OBB prosper as well.
As a library employee, it is my full-time job to do community information and community referrals. So Ohio Benefit Bank is just one of those services that's integral into the community information. As part of the First Call 211 service in Richland County, we've been making the appointments for the Benefit Bank for the past 3 years now.
First Call 211, how can I help you?
This year's a little bit different. We decided to approach Benefit Bank tax preparation in a collaborative effort for the county. So rather than having 3 or 4 separate sites, we've all joined together to be able to combine our resources and help one another and build the capacity for doing taxes in the community. My project for the Academy is to take what we have done collaboratively with the local Benefit Bank providers that are offering the tax service and to try to build that into a wider community program.
Our Leadership Academy project is to create a volunteer manual for Lutheran social services so that people know when they come what the expectations are, the guidelines and procedures are from beginning to end. So we had to put something in place saying that these are the expectations, guidelines, those kind of things, just to give us some structure, because we're trying to create something that will last. Because I'm under a grant right now, and if the grant isn't renewed or there's no additional funding, these volunteers will be able to come here and continue to do the services. And so we're trying to make sure that people know that when you come into do the Benefit Bank, you are doing it in a food pantry. And sometimes we can interact because now the volunteers in the pantry know what we do, so they're talking to someone and they'll bring them back, or they'll come back and say, hey, this guy up here doesn't get food stamps, or this person's utility is off, or whatever's going on, because they've had that conversation with them, or because they have that relationship, because the volunteer in the pantry comes a lot of times, and you know, for long periods of time, so they build relationships with the clients also.
One of the things I particularly like about the opportunity to be part of the Academy is not only learning from them, but having the opportunity to inform the Benefit Bank about what the experience is like on the front line. Things that we see, tweaks that we would suggest to make it a better software, to make it a better community initiative, and ways to help build not only, like I said, not only the software, but actually how it gets implemented.
All the presenters were awesome. All the information they gave us, the fundraising information and funding, that was great. However, Lutheran Social Service has a grant writer on staff, so even though I couldn't use the information applying for the grant, I learned how I can help the grant writer for our organization. Volunteer management and volunteer resources, most invaluable for someone that has to recruit volunteers. I mean, great information. I'm going to be able to utilize that not only here but in other areas, provide that information to share with others.
The training sessions are very informative. I mean, lots of good, solid information that can be used every day. well worth the day out of the office to spend out there.
So it's been really great. Plus they feed us lunch. I think the worst part is I'm out of the pantry for a day, and I just feel like, oh my God, I hope everybody's okay. But getting out the pantry for a day sometimes like, oh, thank you.